The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
You ready? No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see myself. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh
lovely. I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
Oh, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Korner Booth pregame. I've been fucking this up for 5 fucking years, apparently. Yes, it's been 5 years. About 5 years ago, me and a grumpy old bastard from Philadelphia named Mark Riley decided to start a podcast that makes you think like you're in the corner booth of a bar with your friends, talking sports, drinking beers, and acting like assholes. We've at least accomplished 2 out of every of those 3 every episode. Before we get started, I want to say a quick little shout out and thank you to the co-hosts I've had over these 5 years. Now, as you guys know, I am not an easy person to deal with. I am a little, I guess you can call my personality explosive. Somewhat can rub people the wrong way, but these people I'm about to name right now have been amazing co-hosts through the years. Starting off obviously with Mark, the GOAT, Kevin, Savannah, JD, Samir, and of course Mason, who we hope, and Grayson also. I completely forgot about Grayson for a second. And now we've got 2 other of these handsome devils right now. One of us is came to my aid when I needed a co-host the most. He's a Jets fan. He's the TikTok sensation. This man pumps out more 1,000-view TikToks than anybody. Has amazing hair and is one of my oldest friends from college, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matt Odazzo.
And also only follows laws of the claw. And also happy Veterans Day to all the troops out there, active and also not active, retired, whatever you call them. Thank you for your service. To quote The Office, thank you to the troops, both sides. Maybe not. I love that quote. I don't know if that was appropriate, but I think that shit's hilarious. And he's like, both sides. As long as both have fun in battle, that's what matters.
Thank you for beating me to the punch there. But yes, happy Veterans Day to all active, non-active, retired veterans of the American military. We appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Obviously, your sacrifice can never be repaid. And the fact that this holiday has not been shown more today over media is actually irritating me a little bit, but that's a argument for a whole nother day. That being said, my other co-host is just a Philly boy through and through. This guy is a John, if there was ever a term for a human being of a John. Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite Philly fanatic, wearing a beanie, looking like a true fucking hipster today, ladies and gentlemen, Chris, the intern.
I was actually going for the Kendall for Big Time Rush look tonight.
Oh, yes.
Throwing it back.
I see it.
Happy
When
5 years.
When you said that he had a beanie on, this is exactly what I thought I was going to watch. When he when he turned his camera on, this is exactly what I thought I'd see.
5 years, 7 or 8 co-hosts, 268 recorded episodes, and I think I've lost count. We're at least 170, 180 live shows and counting. And this man has been witness to a lot of them. He is a Jets fan from the great state of New York, a craft beer aficionado, father to the cutest orange cat I've ever seen. Shout out Tagalong. Ladies and gentlemen, host of the No Credentials Required podcast, and one of my favorite humans on this planet, the chaplain of Belly Up Sports, Ryan McCarthy. Is that a Cinnamon Toast Crunch beer, you beautiful bastard?
It sure is.
Excellent. I broke out a little Buffalo Trace for the episode. I figured it'd be more than fitting.
I got applesauce. I don't
Adam.
I'm not a beer.
What, spiked with the vodka?
Yeah,
Get some,
yeah.
Didn't hear your grandpa
some
tonight,
pork-
Chris?
It's applesauce straight.
You got some
Straight
pork
sauce.
roast with that applesauce?
Oh,
I can't tell if I can't tell if I should be worried that Chris doesn't have a drink in his hand or I should be proud or both.
You know, it's kind of
Speaking of-
weird. I want to put some Applejack whiskey in some applesauce and see what happens.
Yo, just
we can
don't
experiment. Let's go.
Yeah.
drink the Jack Daniel's pre-made RTD apple. It is disgusting. It tastes like Jack Daniel's filtered through apple juice, but they distilled the sugar out of it. It's just disgusting. It tastes like just bitterness, hateful with a little nth of apple. I don't know. But
Speaking of applesauce, not related, I just needed your attention, but apparently I just found out today that people make shepherd's pie with gravy, and I've never.
This
I'm
is a real
the
thing.
only one. I'm the only one I've never
Good.
pie with gravy before. He's like, yeah, I'm making it look like a homemade au jus, and I just top it. I'm like, bro, buddy, I've been doing this wrong. I was like, I didn't even know gravy was a thing with shepherd's pie. McCarthy, you don't seem happy about this.
I'm a little confused, actually.
His best response was, it's mashed potatoes. Like, why wouldn't you add gravy? And I didn't have a response. So I just was like, okay, you have a point. But I also, the concept, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I like it. I know people in my family who make it with gravy. It's very good. It's also like it's the same thing as like when people like yell at you for putting beans in chili. It's like, yeah, you can be a purist about it, but honestly, it improves the flavor. So I have a buddy of mine who doesn't work for Belly, who's from Texas, and he's from like the Panhandle, like nasty area. And one time he's at my house and decides to argue with me about beans and chili. He goes, it's not a real thing. And I'm like, no, it is a real thing. You've got to relax.
Makes it thicker.
Listen, my chili also has a little bit of ground sausage in it. And before you say, oh, Jared, that just makes it gumbo, I'm like, it does not. It is chili, but I throw in sausage because it adds a little more flavor. The pork and the seasoning and the fat gives it more of a dense flavor. I also throw in a tiny bit of my special Cajun rub to give it some heat, because when you just put a basic chili mix in it, it just doesn't have enough punch to it. Also, cayenne pepper is so good for you that
The last time I made chili. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
go for it. No. Cayenne pepper is so much better for you than chili powder. Chili powder actually like burns holes in your stomach, even though it has a lot less milder of a flavor, which I never understood.
I'm gonna be that guy. I've never had chili. Never had it.
You
Never
are from
tried
a
it.
northern city and you've never had chili. Okay, so Matt, when we go down to visit Chris at some point, I will bring down a bowl of my famous chili.
Can you bring two? I would like to try.
I'll bring a fucking jug of it, dude. We'll do it for a tailgate.
Also, there's nothing wrong with gumbo. Fantastic. I don't care
Gumbo
if it is
is-
like gumbo.
Yeah, well, Matt, you know this as well as I do. Like, and I haven't seen you yet, so I haven't been able to give you my Cajun recipe. But a gift for all my friends when they get married is I give them my Cajun seasoning recipe. I only give it out to my friends who have been married, or if I owe them a severe life debt, which has happened already once.
I gotta find a wife now.
My Cajun
Same.
recipe is very it's very something I cherish. There's only 3 people in this world who know it right now. They have my sister, one of my best friends, and myself. That's it. It's only because my best friend had the luck of watching me make it live when I was hammered, and he actually wrote it down what I was doing. He's
I
like,
went to
hey,
New Orleans.
he's like, me
I
and my
do
girl
that.
are coming back from a date. What are you doing? I'm like, cooking, drinking, watching college football. It was like last season. And he goes, cool, we're gonna stop by. I'm like, okay. So about an hour into it, he's watching me season up my chicken as I'm making air fried chicken breast chunks with Cajun rub on them. It's great for meal prepping. That's why. But
I went to New Orleans obviously over the summer, and I brought home this Cajun seasoning that my wife and I love. And I thought I hit a gem, like a diamond in the rough. I did something good. Like I brought home a plug of seasoning, and then I go to the fucking Walmart down the street from me, and they have all of it. It was the Smack Your Mama. I thought I was like fucking.
Yeah, no, because somebody tried to tell me that was like authentic, and I'm like, no, it is from New Orleans, but it's like factory shit.
Yeah, when I saw it in Walmart, I was very disappointed.
It's good shit though. Honestly, in a pinch, I'll buy it because it's like if I really do not feel like making my shit from scratch, it beats like you know what actually is a really good one, and I you just got to add some heat to it because it's way too mild. Is the McCormick is actually very good. You just got to add some heat to it because they balance too much garlic and celery salt and not enough Cajun, like from like the heat with the cayenne pepper.
Celery sucks.
Celery salt is celery salt is good for what it is. But once our second and final guest gets here, we'll crack into obviously our main event tonight, which is Chris and me thoughtfully came up with because of tonight's horrifying Thursday Night Football matchup.
Hold on. No. You gotta call it like it is. It's Thursday Night Football because this match stinks.
I like that name.
I like it too.
I like it.
Thursday Night Football. I am here for it. Well, Thursday Night Football. Poor Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. Is the Panthers versus the Bears, but the Bears don't have Justin Fields, and the Lions are just awful. I mean, not the Lions. The Panthers are just awful. Just awful. And so my favorite part of this whole thing is, as I told this to my boss today, because he listens to the show, and I said to him, like, listen, we are going to do this segment. He goes, that sounds hilarious. I'm like, yes. And I am really terrified of what's going to come out of Chris's mouth. And I'm also terrified of what's going to come out of Kelsey's mouth, because it's going to be horrifying. Because I know what goes on in your minds. It's a terrifying experience, to say the least. That being said,
puppy.
What are you saying?
I'm a sick puppy.
No shit, buddy. That's why we love you. That being said, Kelsey will be here eventually. He said 10 minutes late, but for Kelsey, that means 20. But Ryan, I got to ask you, since we haven't been on in a while, your final thoughts on the baseball season. I figure as a Yankees fan who hasn't I could let you go on a roll about the Cashman comments, but let's be honest, we all know Brian Cashman's a moron. So,
well now he's a moron. The thing is, he's a swift kick in the ass because he's got job security and he knows he has job security. But that being said, we'll kind of push those aside right now. Congratulations to your Snakes for making it that far.
Thank you.
But I also want to say congratulations to Texas Rangers too for winning their first World Series title.
Listen, if it were going to lose to anybody, that's actually that was okay. Like, I'm like the Rangers with Creed and everything. It's like, it's fun. It was a fun thing.
Yeah. And congratulations also to Jordan Montgomery, former Yankee, who wins his first World Series ring. I'm still confounded as to why Brian Cashman traded him for basically spare parts and Harrison Bader, who when he's healthy, effective player, but he's never healthy. Never healthy. But
fair enough.
I mean, baseball season's over. We can focus on football. For me, it's football and hockey. But yeah,
the Sharks breaking their loss streak, by the way.
2 straight games of
I know
10 goals.
We talked about it on the show about how bad the Sharks were.
Talk about
They
belly
beat the
up.
Flyers. They beat my team,
Yeah,
so that's a good thing.
I mean, that's not really saying much.
Yeah,
That's
I'm trying.
true.
We're tanking.
That just speaks to the content of the character of your team. So givable, just willing to just be, listen, you guys need a bone. Here, I'm going to throw you one. Beat us one time, never happen again. Good people. Philadelphia Flyers fans, good people.
And Sharks beat them with a former Devils goalie, too.
Yeah, we lost to 2 teams that were like 0-10 or something like that, like the past couple of years. So it's a good feeling being a Flyers fan.
Shout out. Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate the well wishes. We got to get Stacy back on the show at one point. By the way, I got to ask him about Arthur, like the enigma of stupidity that is Arthur Smith. I really need to understand his opinion because Stacy is one of the most positive Falcons fans I've ever met. And I really want to know his opinion on just one of the dumbest human beings I've ever seen.
I want to get his opinion on Arthur Smith's mustache because it looks like somebody who you should keep your kids away from in the playground. He might have a windowless van.
Maybe.
You don't go to his house on Halloween.
No, you don't.
So he's not somebody you trust. But somebody I do trust for everything except upset bets. This man is the co-host of one of the best shows at Belly Up. His co-host, DJ Stewart, obviously is one of the regulars here on this podcast. He also has had a running beef with Chris since week 1. Ladies and gentlemen, an Auburn Tiger, a Cowboys fan, one of the smartest human beings I know, and the owner of one of the funniest soundboards around. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Coyne.
How's it going, guys? How's it going? I was going to have a sound coming up. I just decided not to play it. But yeah, By the way, stop picking on me for the upset pick. It was one pick.
Okay, even my boss laughed at me when I came in on Monday because he watched the show. I told him I bet on Seattle, and he goes, "Oh, dude."
Now, mind you, I never actually said that was my upset pick. I just said, "Oh, that's interesting."
You
I literally rattled off 17 different games.
You got to throw a flag on the penalty, flag on the thing, and challenge it. See what happens.
Where's DJ when I need him?
Yeah, he told me he's out of town. He's got prior obligations this weekend, so the poor bastard's the bastard's down for the count.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But Kels, we talked. We're just starting to talk about as Chris finally's cracking one. Now we can really get it started. We were talking about how awful tonight's game is. We bitch about how bad some of these matchups in primetime have been this year. I think this one might be the coup de grace. This one might be the premium, top bill. Because, Jesus Christ, man. I thought somebody was actually fucking eating. I was going to get pissed.
Oh, what? We're not supposed to eat on the podcast? Since when?
No, only if I'm eating that everyone else can eat.
Hey, Chris, on the show.
Since when?
Well, there was that one time. Wasn't I eating
to share with the rest of the class? Come on.
Yeah, this is. Oh, my boy just invited himself on the pod, and I'm totally okay with it. We haven't had Stacy on the pod in a while, so I'm totally fine with this.
Oh, breaking news. Stacy's going to be on the podcast next week.
So is our good friend Jay Smith next week.
Ew.
Have I met him?
Yes, you have. That's the Oklahoma Sooners guy with all the Marvel stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Crazy long dreads, glasses. Really
yes.
Jay is the man. Me and Jay have had a running joke of how many times we can forget to message each other back over a month. And it's at about 4 weeks right now. And I realized, I'm like, hey, I'm like, Jay, buddy, I forgot to text you back. I guess it's my turn. Speaking of DJ. Yes, he is a silver spoon Chip Kelly. I love it.
Yeah,
as those you don't know.
What is it that the CEO of FedEx?
Yeah, his dad's the founder and CEO of FedEx.
Yeah.
Yeah, silver spoon baby. He is literally, if Jordan Schultz actually wasn't good, actually Jordan Schultz kind of good at his job. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of a coin flip. Anyway, so with tonight's game being so bad, we're not actually going to pick it because it's just going to be a flaming pile of shit. So, without further ado,
that's why it's called
we are going to now break down 10 things. Each of us have our list, 10 things we would rather do.
Oh, God,
no explanation. You just got to say them and move on. This is a quick list. 10 things we would rather do than watch Thursday night's game. I have been waiting for this kid's answers all fucking day because he is the mastermind behind this butt fuckery that is this segment. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, intern Chris has the floor.
Okay, so for my first thing, I'd rather do than watch this Bears and Panthers game. I'd rather walk on Legos.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. No, keep going. Go in order.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going. All right, I just went off the noggin here. I also said I'd rather send a nude by accident to my best friend's group chat. I'd rather donate to a pyramid scheme. I'd I'd rather get my ass kicked by Conor McGregor. I'd rather attend an AA meeting just for fun. I'd rather listen to the entire discography of Meghan Trainor.
Wow.
I'd rather sing the entire song of "We Didn't Start the Fire" without missing a lyric. But if I mess up, I have to do it all over again.
That's hell. That's hell.
I'd rather do a TikTok dance with Jackson Mahomes. I'd rather eat nothing but sushi for a month straight.
Ooh,
That's probably the best thing on your list. That's like the one thing on your list. Not a terrible.
I don't like
for dinner.
fish.
I don't like it either, but I'd still rather do that
Okay.
than anything you just said.
I think is that all I got? Yeah, I think that's all. That's all I got for right now.
Jesus Christ, that was a brutal list.
Yeah, I got really dark on this list. I was drinking earlier, to be honest with you, and that's when my thoughts come out.
Oh my God. Hey, you know what's so funny? Me and Matt never knew what Chris did for a living, and then we found out he works in real estate, and everything about him makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, I'm a big people person. You want a house?
Yeah,
Hey, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
$10 down, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. I
First
guess
one's free.
I will go next. Top 10 things I would rather do than watch Thursday Night Football. Some good, some bad. I would play the entire campaign for, I don't know if you guys remember this video game and how bad it was, Homefront. I don't know if you guys remember this one. It was the worst first-person shooter game I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible. I wrote this down first. I was like, what's the worst video game I've ever played in my life?
Bulletstorm does that not ring a bell?
Okay, Bulletstorm was fun when I was hammered. Okay. All right. The next thing I'd rather do over watch Thursday Night Football. Drink straight Everclear with no chaser.
Jesus Christ.
That was college.
Next up, listen to the entire discography of a artist in a foreign language that I don't understand. Just because I'm a lyrics guy, so not to understand what the fuck they're saying for hours would literally drive me mentally insane.
Tell me
I have
you
a
never
band
watched
for that.
anime without telling me you've never watched anime.
I've never watched anime.
You know, I have a band for that.
Dude, some foreign songs are good, dude. You ever hear of
Oh, no.
Gasolina?
I'm not saying
That
they're
shit's
not, but
awesome.
like it makes it in. Like I can't do like
I can introduce you to some Mongolian death metal.
okay, if you're
No.
talking about the Who,
The Who.
I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Who are they? Who?
cheers to that, man.
I'm getting a little hurt right now. Kelsey's not drum rolling for me.
Yeah, you guys are walking to this. You got to have 4 seconds in between when I push the button and go, and then
All
you guys
right,
are giving me
all
0.7
right.
seconds.
All right. The next thing I would rather do than watch Thursday Night Football. File ATF paperwork.
You gotta wait until the drum roll hits and then you talk. See, this is why we don't do this.
All right, I'll try it again.
No,
right.
I'm done hitting the button. I don't even have a top 10 list, so I mean, at this point in time,
Somebody
make
set
a
off the
top
fire
10 list,
alarm.
then watch the next football game.
All right. The next thing I'd rather do than watch tonight's football game. File my tax returns.
That's a good one.
No,
I got one. I got something.
I have two. I only have two more. I promise.
Okay.
Promise.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. The number two, the thing I'd rather do than watch Thursday Night Football. Smoke an entire carton of cigarettes with no water.
Ooh, that'd be
Like
a good fantasy football loser prank. Yeah,
Like Bobby Hill.
that'd be good punishment.
I've smoked a couple, but like I've always had a beer to like wash it down or something.
Yeah.
But all right. And the number one thing I'd rather do than watch tonight's Thursday Night Football game is go on the Fantasy Sports Corporation podcast.
Oh, shots
I
fired.
knew that was coming.
Damn.
I'm a brand man till I die.
Yo, I should come up with a belly up beer. That'd be pretty cool. I'm just thinking about that. Oh,
I'm
what
sure
happened?
you have 67 podcasts that would invest in the said beer.
Yes.
Belly up beer.
All right.
What a pitch idea.
Belly Up Brews, by the way. This is where to go.
Belly Up Brews.
Make me last. Make me
All
last.
right. The man with the soundboard is
Oh,
up next.
I
Kelsey.
just said make me last.
Oh, fine. I'll make you last, motherfucker. Shit.
I literally like. You want to see my top 10 list? My top 10 list is blank.
Yeah. All right. Matthew, you're on the clock here.
Oh, let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 for you.
It's okay. I had
So
9.
It's all right. I forgot we had a list until about 3 minutes ago. All right. The first thing that I would rather do than watch Thursday Night Football is buy a handle of Duber for the night. Something about a twist off cap of alcohol.
Bad flashbacks.
Ooh. Number 2. Oof. Relive my high school mistakes. Go back and drink whipped cream pinnacle and vanilla Coke. That is the one drink that got me.
Oh my God, your poor liver!
I haven't drank that since I was about 16 years old.
Oh,
my
dude.
God,
I drank this a couple years ago. Oh,
that does not surprise me.
Number 3. Drum roll, please. Just fast forward 10 years and go schedule my colonoscopy. Get it over with now. Sounds so much better getting a fucking rubber glove finger up there than to go watch Tyler Page and Bryce Young right now.
You may feel a slight pinch.
It's going to be nowhere near as bad as the pinch that we're going to see tonight in this game. Number 4. That I just work the entire third shift all week. Nothing but 10 to 7s, 10 to 6 a.m.s every single day.
I've done that before. It's not fun.
No, terrible.
Oof. Number 5. Go find the nearest gravel driveway and just start walking on it barefoot.
I thought my Legos one was bad.
I don't have an owl button here, but I feel like there needs to be an owl button.
Oh, man. All right. Number 6. Inhale a cigar. More specifically, go buy a Black and Mild and inhale.
Oh, God, no. I'm getting flashbacks to the corner store in Hampton.
And the last one on the list, and will be the one Jared loves the most, I would go vote Biden back in.
Oh, shit.
That's how bad this game's going to be.
All right. Kels, I was able to figure out my 10th if you want to put me back in for a second.
Kels, what am I doing? What?
No, I'm going to cue the thing. This one's going to be funny. The number one thing I'd rather not do. Watch the entirety of She-Hulk nonstop in order.
Damn.
Wait, you didn't do that? Did I just
No.
do that? Damn.
I know Charlie Cox personally. I refuse to watch that series.
Could we highlight the 1420s podcast comment? That was amazing.
Yeah, I was trying not to No, I didn't want to. Originally it was going to be on the list.
Is that what they do in Canada?
Brent wins. It's over. Nope. I don't care. It's over. Go full Vince Carter. He wins. Jesus Christ.
I haven't gone yet.
I know, but I feel, actually, no. McCarthy kind of scares me a little bit because I feel like something's going to come out of his mouth going to terrify me. And Chris, this is how bad I think this series was. My sister said don't even bother starting it, and she loves all things Marvel. And I was at the gym. Charlie Cox, the actor plays Daredevil, goes to my old gym, and I was chatting with him. And there's a couple times I wanted to say something about She-Hulk, but I'm like, it probably hurts this guy's head already watching that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. McCarthy, the floor is yours.
Here's my half-ass top 10. So at number 5. Watch a marathon of The Handmaid's Tale.
That's rough.
At number 4. have wooden stirrers stuck under my fingernails like they do in the KGB.
Oh
my God.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Number three.
Splinters.
At number 3. Put mayo in my coffee.
Lil Levis, what up?
Hey, he throws a beautiful deep ball. Let's put it that way.
CT's finest, baby.
All right, at number 2. Swallow a porcupine on fire.
I'm just trying to. Oh my God.
That's horrid. Oh,
I feel like that's what
fucking
we're
hell.
drinking.
Oh no, number 1's coming up.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
And the
hell.
number 1 thing I would rather be doing than watch Thursday Night Football. Bang Kev's mom.
Okay, that wins.
Champion.
Heather made
I'm
her
your
way on the
champion.
show.
Stand and applaud. I'm your champion.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know. Is this type of podcast?
I guess nothing's off
Crystal
limits.
Okay, Chris, I know you're
Crystal
new to this,
story.
but Kevin's mom jokes
Oh.
have been a thing at Korner Booth since like 2018, and that might have been a top 5.
Kelsey left.
Kelsey's done.
Oh,
Kev,
Oh
if
my
you're out there, you're
God.
watching or listening, love you, buddy.
Oh my God.
buddy.
Okay, we'll have to text Kevin later. Holy
Uh.
shit. Oh my God, that was phenomenal.
Back.
Also, the other 1420 podcast comment.
Oh my God.
It's better than the first one.
Brent, how much Canadian whiskey have you been drinking before this show, sir?
That's when they do things different in Alberta, I
gotta
guess.
watch Fun
They
Hand
must be. They
Performer
must have been
every
drinking that
night.
maple syrup spiked one because this
Is
guy's
your
out here
aunt's-
getting.
I got a question for Brent. Is your aunt's nickname Berta Beef?
I'm glad I waited to take that sip.
Dude,
Okay, McCarthy's in the lead for the number 1 answer tonight. All right, finally, last but not least, Mr. Soundboard himself, Kelsey. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I had plenty of time to make my actual top 10. So it's not actually, maybe not everything, but it's a pretty good one. All right, number 10. Drink Malort straight.
Oh,
No chaser.
That sounds horrible.
It is.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds horrible.
sounds wrong.
At number 9. Play beer pong with the OG Four Loco formula.
I've done that. It's not that terrible.
I've done
Oh,
that
it's
too, and
terrible.
I don't remember that night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
either. I
it's
think I
wrong.
threw somebody through a window.
I punched a duck. I know that much. There was a dunk.
Okay, well, okay, that wins.
I got punched at some point in time. Number 8.
Jesus.
Agree to play this damn drum roll sound effect again. So,
Mm.
there you go.
Sorry.
Number 7. Take betting advice from Jared.
That's
Whoa.
Damn.
Got fired.
Um,
Hey.
I'm not done yet.
oh,
Number
$3.
Take betting advice from Chris.
Oh, Mr. Last Place in the building.
Yo, I pick winners.
Okay.
Mm.
Number 5. Become a Philadelphia anything fan.
Is this an anti-Chris list?
Hot topic?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Number 4. Pick the Cowboys as my favorite team all over again.
Ooh, that's just
Yeah.
self-hating. That's just self-loathing
I'm so
at that
sorry.
point.
So, not an anti-curse list here yet. Number 3.
Yet.
Not yet.
Root for the Dodgers in anything.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And number
Wow.
2. Honestly, I don't know why this is number 2 and not number 3, but get a root canal with no numbing agent.
Oh! Oh no! No!
Fuck.
Never had a cavity. I have no idea.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
Jake
made
himself.
myself raw.
And at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 thing I'd rather do other than watch this game is say "Roll Tide, y'all."
That wins. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
still think-
Nice.
Okay, best complete list I think was Kelsey's.
Go
But
Tigers.
the best name, the best number one comment was I think McCarthy wins by a fucking country mile. Only because of Korner Booth lore.
It's a 5-year episode. You gotta give Laura a little extra credit there.
Yeah, we
Thank
got to
you.
give the lore extra credit. So McCarthy gets the center of the kingdom right there. Cheers to you,
Salute.
sir. Cheers to you. And
Cheers.
fellas,
Salute.
Yeah.
cheers to the Korner Booth, 5 years. Cheers to all your shows. Cheers to you guys being guests. And cheers to hopefully 5 more fucking years of me being an asshole. Congratulations to all of you guys for being part of this.
Well,
All
at
right.
least Kelsey doesn't have to play the drum beat again.
Yeah, I know. We're done with that. That's
Yo,
going.
Kelsey, you can delete that shit for good, all right?
Yeah, that's
Also,
getting
text
deleted
me the
out.
link
Yeah,
for where you got that soundbite because I can't the soundboard because I want one.
Where I got it? Amazon.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Is it a road? Is it a
That was
roadcaster?
easy.
Yeah, it's the 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roadcaster
It was, it was on sale during one of the Prime days this year, and I was like, done.
Volume 3. Okay.
That's where I got the
Okay, so we got some
microphone
quick headlines to break down quickly before moving on. In Philadelphia Eagles news, because Chris put this in there because this one hurts me too because I love this guy as a person. N'Kobe Dean's on IR for the 13,000th fucking time with a foot injury. Liz Frank injury, so he might be done for the year.
Ooh, can't fuck with Liz.
Mm.
Thank God we have Nick Morrow, who's been like one of the top-rated linebackers this year, and he's played 2 games. But every game he's played in this year, he's been very good. He's played every.
I'm sad about N'Kobe Dean not being able to play.
I feel horrible for N'Kobe Dean, and he's a great player. He's a great teammate, but it sucks he isn't playing. But dude, that foot has been a problem. Following up as well, Danny DeVito is now the starting quarterback for the New York Football Giants. Let the implosion commence. Now, fellas, they're playing Kelsey's Cowboys this weekend. We're we're playing our first edition this week of Korner Booth over under. So the question is, gentlemen, quick 1-word answer. Over under 25 points is the differential between Cowboys and Giants this weekend. I'll start with the moody pop star next to me. Chris, over under 25 points.
I see like a garbage time touchdown. I'm gonna take the over. Life's too short to bet the under.
Matthew, Cowboys over under 25-point win over the Giants this weekend.
25 points. I'll take the under.
Okay.
I will say the original spread at 16.5. I did think that they'd cover the spread, the Cowboys.
All right, Chaplin.
I want to say over, or I want to say under, just because it's the Cowboys, but over.
You're right. You're right.
All right, and the Cowboys fan himself.
No, I mean, are we just saying how much the Cowboys will beat the Giants by?
Yes, is going to be 25, 25 more or less.
I might even take the Giants straight up on a money line here.
Dude, you really need to go see therapy.
I do. Usually it's every Tuesday.
I can get you a link
on this show.
Oh my God.
Shout out
All
my
right.
therapist who doesn't.
I'm going to take the over because the Cowboys realized 40 points wasn't enough last time.
No, I'm just kidding. I actually seriously am picking the under though. But yeah, I'm not picking the Giants to go.
Fair enough. And finally, George Pickens wants out of Pittsburgh. Free Georgie P. Now, I got to throw some shade at my dog, Frank Michael Smith, resident Pittsburgh Yinzer. Great guy, friend of the show. But his take on George Pickens pissed me off a little. I'm like, Frankie, buddy, I know you love your fucking Steelers. I know anybody who doesn't support the brand is not welcome. But can we be honest, though? If you're a receiver as talented as George Pickens, do you want to play with a small-hands weenie like
Whoa. Pause.
Matt Canada?
Big hand.
The small hand should have nothing to do with it. It should just be the fact he's named Matt Canada.
Yeah.
Small hands is a disability.
Hey, it's not the size of your
bro.
hands; it's
Yeah.
the motion in the ocean.
It's like a peanut allergy
Tell that to Joe
that I
Burrow.
have.
Do you collect
Well, I
any
mean, look,
disability for that?
I've never had an issue with this because, like, I make cans look like this, but yeah, exactly. It's like, oh crap, It's like there
I've
was a
been
kid
Alabama
here.
basketball since I was like 12, so I can't relate. I technically have
Oh, I
bigger hands than
have
4
that
NFL
fucking
quarterbacks.
hand.
I didn't realize that until like somebody's like, dude, they have the measurements to combine. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, I have bigger hands than Russell Wilson.
You guys
I
remember
think I have
Javon?
a pancake
Yeah, I got
with
French fry
crust
fingers.
joints.
Oh, I was told I have like weird spider hands, which is why I was able to palm a basketball.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
remember Javon Curse back in the day? You guys remember
Yeah,
that?
the freak. Yeah, I know who he is.
You remember how you could fit a ruler diagonally between these two fingers?
Wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely
And he would
wild.
literally overhang, like he'd wrap him like this.
Oh, hey.
Pretty impressive.
So if you ever want to see some crazy shit, just watch a reel of Javon Curse rushing the passer. It's unsettling.
Javon Curse, not Eagles Javon Curse.
Yeah, no, not Eagles. 04 Eagles Javon Curse, yes. Anything
I
after
said what I said.
so the one year that he was good on the Eagles with the Super Bowl year. Everything I had a Javon Curse Eagles jersey, by the way, when I was a kid.
Disappointing.
Damn.
This guy.
Good purchase.
Dude, who's another
This
one? I mean,
this
listen,
George
I'm not a
Pickens
Knox
stuff.
Allworth one back in the day too.
This George Pickens stuff. It is just Elijah Moore 2.0, I think. I mean, you got the Steelers for 5-4. They're figuring out ways to win games. And I guess as a football fan, you're like, my team's winning. We're 5. I mean, the Steelers, I believe, they're 5-4 or 5-3. I think they're 5-4, right?
5-4, yeah.
I mean, I don't really think anybody thought they were going to have a winning record throughout the first course of the season so far with some of the teams that they played. But it's just the fact that you're winning games, you're staying afloat, you're in the playoff race, you're in a wild card spot right now, and you're going to start some drama that doesn't need to be caused in the locker room. You're going to ask for out. You're going to say free me, whatever you got to do. That's just Elijah Moore written all over it. When we were 7-4 last year, 6-3, whatever we were, and he wanted out. I get. You're a young guy. You want to make a name for yourself. You want to have big seasons. You want to cash in a couple years when your contract's up. But I mean, rings is what matters right now. Championships is what matters. And I know they're not on their pace to win that, but I mean, you're winning games right now. And I think the last thing you need to do is create any sort of distraction or anything like that for your team.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I've had the same philosophy with any player. They want out, get out. Period, point blank. I want the best for the player. So, you know what? I don't. Whatever he thinks is best for himself is what's best for him. I'm not going to try to fight to keep him around. And that's just maybe a dying philosophy here. I don't know.
No, I mean,
but at the same time,
there's a
George
balance.
Pickens, though, is you got to know better. You got to be more mature than that. I know they didn't really teach maturity at Georgia, but it's time to learn. So,
third straight week with Kelsey making the Georgia dig.
I'll make a Georgia dig any day of the week.
The
South oldest rivalry, but the second oldest rivalry in America. Fun fact.
driveway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. Presented by the amazing folks at candidates.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. These people are amazing people. Listen, they have amazing flavors. I saw they just dropped another Biggie bag collection. Listen, it's great value. I'm about to put my order in tomorrow. I'm very excited because I just ran out. Because here's the thing. This company is amazing. This is candidates.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Some of the best flavored CBD dips on the market. If you're like me, use the dip. Don't want your teeth falling out. It's a great alternative. And also the Rippers. Maddie, you're the only person I know who's had them. You like them? You don't like them? What's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty decent tolerance, so I don't, feel anything when I use them, but the flavors are good, and it's pretty much just like a regular candy dip if you have a pretty good tolerance with it all.
Fair enough. All right. Camps.com, amazing company. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Official sponsor of the six pack. All right, gentlemen. Let's get it going. Gotta love my computer's on a delay at this point. We're going to start off in Athens with Georgia and Ole Miss.
That is a spread.
That is a spread. Listen.
And I ain't talking strawberry.
All right.
Definitely, that's a peach spread for sure.
All right, so fellas, we're gonna go around the horn. Who wants to take a first swing in this one? All right, big time rush, go. What? What?
My mute.
There we go.
Shit. Okay, I'm
He
back.
said you gotta live it big time.
Give me the dogs, baby. Let's go.
We should just start this off with, is anybody taking Ole Miss?
Yes, actually, I like this better. Is anybody taking
Damn
Ole
it.
Miss?
Because I'm not
Not
taking
to
Ole Miss.
cover, just to win. This is a straight up cover. If you want, great. Throw in your parlay. But anybody taking Ole Miss to win, straight up.
No.
Hey, remember earlier in the season when I picked Tulane to beat Ole Miss? You guys remember that?
Chris is getting PTSD.
You guys remember that and how Tulane should have beat Ole Miss had the refs properly spotted the quarterback on 4th and 1?
I can recall.
This is
Yeah,
every week, bro.
And Ole Miss has since gotten more injured, except for getting Judkins back. You guys remember all that?
Georgia by 40.
And Georgia's literally gotten better. The fact Ladd McConkey has led the team in receiving in the last 3 weeks is stupid. Yeah, I think this should be Georgia by a mile.
Yeah, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Half of Philadelphia Eagles are Georgia Bulldogs, so go Dogs.
Yeah, like I got to root for Georgia because half my team's from Georgia.
Yeah, but
graduated from Georgia.
But Jared, your New Jersey, well, one of your New Jerseys is an Ole Miss guy. Just saying.
Listen, AJ was going to be an Alabama boy, but Nick Saban didn't recruit him hard enough, apparently.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not a 5-star.
Hey, listen, half those 5. Let's review. How's those 5 stars like Henry Ruggs doing?
Hey, they made it to the league and got paid first, and they spent all their money, but that's not here nor there.
Too fast, too furious.
On lawyers, no less.
Hashtag jail. Just visiting.
I'm gonna quote Robert Saleh. I plead the fifth on that one.
All right, we're moving on. I apologize for the horrifying opener to because after picking this, I realized how bad it was. You know what? We might circle back to it. We'll stay tuned. All right, Utah, Washington. Now, this game ain't much better when it comes to spread, but it's Utah. I repeat again, it's Utah. And Washington is the only Pac-12 team still undefeated. That's why I threw this in there. Now, does anybody have the balls to take Utah straight up?
I got balls, but not for that one.
Yeah, I like
Utah let me down last time I picked them.
I'm gonna go
Cam Rising.
Yeah, no. Cam's not rising. Then I'm taking Washington.
Michael Penix is a Heisman Trophy winner. This is Washington all day.
So, by the way, Chris, make an amendment. We are changing the Georgia and Ole Miss game. I am putting something else in because, for the love of Christ, I realize how bad this is going to be. So, give me about 30 seconds. But is there any chance? Okay. Do you guys see any way that Utah beats Washington?
Yeah, Utah
learns
how to play defense and picks off Michael Penix for the first. That would be Michael Penix. It would need to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th interception in the same game. So
fair enough. All right, and so by the way, the matchup to replace Georgia versus Ole Miss is going to be Tennessee versus Mizzou. Oh damn! I'm throwing you guys a fucking curveball here. Because this game, I have gotten -2. I have gotten burned by both of these teams. That's why I put this in here. Because either way, I'm getting fucked. And here's
who's -2?
I'm fixing that right now, McCarthy. I wrote this.
It's Tennessee.
It's Tennessee. Tennessee's -2. All right, so we will go again. Tennessee versus Mizzou. Tennessee's 2-point road favorites.
It's OU, by the way, not you.
I know. I spelled it my way.
Well, it's definitely the highway. That's correct.
Well, pretty recently, I had some boneless wings, maybe a couple weeks ago or so, and I had some Nashville hot sauce, and it was a new flavor for the company. It was actually really good. It wasn't too spicy, wasn't too overbearing. So for that reason, I have to credit Tennessee with their Nashville hot sauce and take them over Mizzou. Because what came out of Mizzou, they don't have any Mizzou hot sauce. You know what I mean? It's all about the Nashville hot sauce. Give me Tennessee
barbecue.
If that didn't scream, I have no idea how any of these teams are. then I don't know what else to tell you. But I'm going to just take Tennessee.
Chris, our comeback is alive.
Dude, I'm so excited. Down a touchdown. I never felt more into the game.
Maddie's about to pull his Atlanta Falcons impression for the rest of the season.
Chris just got a record label extension from Gustavo Rock, and he's feeling really good right now.
Yo, after this, I'm transferring the Hawk Records, boys.
All right, Kels, who you taking? You're our SEC expert in this channel.
Not taking Tennessee for anything right now. Their offense is just too hit or miss. Mizzou played Georgia strong. Honestly, probably could have beat Georgia if their backup tight end wasn't even better than Brock Bowers. So Mizzou here played everybody tight there all year. Still have an outside shot at the SEC championship game, and have a chance at New Year's Six bowl game. They haven't done that since 2014 when they lost Auburn.
Sam, and who else was the quarterback on that team?
Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah.
Tennessee may be hit or miss, but they're spicy like their Nashville hot sauce.
But also, by the way, St. Louis barbecue is way better than Tennessee barbecue.
Thank you.
Thank you. St. Louis is Missouri.
Yeah.
Is Lewis really the saint? You know what I mean? Is he that great?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He's got a
all right. Give me fucking Missouri. I watched these boys fight the damn LSU Tigers. They played Georgia well, like Kelsey said. Every time I count these assholes out, they find a way to be annoying as shit and hard to put away. I don't know what the fuck got into Joe Milton that one game against fucking Clemson. He hasn't been the same quarterback since. Also, maybe just Clemson's ass. Give me Mizzou with this win. It's not an upset technically because it's Tennessee be a 5-point home favorite. It's kind of like that's kind of splitting hairs. I think 6 is the max. But give me Tennessee the minimum. Give me Tennessee here. I mean, Tennessee to lose. Sorry. Give me Mizzou. McCarthy.
Mizzou, home field. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
All right. Intern, you picked already. Kels, you picked. Everyone's good?
Did Chris
I didn't pick.
That's right. You didn't pick. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm taking Mizzou as well.
Are you sure you want to pick the same team as me when it's an underdog?
Yeah.
We're gonna be friends this week. Dude.
I don't know. The last time I went lone wolf on a pick, I was the only one that won.
All right, Chris, we definitely have to pick against Matt this week. He's getting too fucking cocky.
Yeah, he's getting so cocky, dude. I'm not like
cocky as that.
Please tell me the
Nashville
next game is
hot
South
sauce.
Carolina versus somebody.
Yeah.
Please.
You know what it is? It's that chair lift he's gonna get. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
That
All
looks
right.
so fucking cool, dude.
All right, last but not least, for college football, we have the Michigan Cheaters versus the Penn State locker room showers.
Wow. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought I was dark.
Jesus.
Bro.
I made that whole.
I
I made that intro comment about support the troops, both sides, and you're coming out with the showers.
God almighty.
I have called them way worse in the past. I also have an extra on Penn State because they've cost me money like 4 out of the 5 times I bet on them. So
I'm gonna go with the Houston Astros of the NCAAF and go with the Michigan on this one.
I gotta agree with my co-host here. I'm taking the Michigan Cheaters. I don't care where their guy's hiding with his sunglasses and his freaking play sheet. Just give me Michigan here. I think Penn State, once again, is a year away. So give me Michigan here. I think this is not where they stumble. I think they stumble when it really doesn't matter. Or when it really does, sorry. I think they're gonna get smoked in the playoff, but yeah.
I'm going balls to the wall. I'm taking State. Happy Valley. I got friends up there. They're probably not going to win, but you know what? I'm down a touchdown. I got nothing to lose.
He's staring on the barrel of $33 paying off for a fucking jersey anyway.
Yeah, that could be going a beer.
All right, Kels.
I definitely thought McCarthy was about to come in with something strong there. Not a yawn.
No, I'm just yawning.
I'm sorry we're putting you to sleep.
I'm an old man. I'm old.
I definitely thought it was going to be a
I'm
strong
good to
pick
go.
there. No, I'm going to go Michigan here, by the way. And if you guys haven't caught it yet, update on the whole play calling thing. Turns out there was a text chain between.
Oh no!
Okay, we had breaking
You'll
news.
never know.
Guys,
News
Michigan
froze.
Michigan cut his cord.
Wait, am I back? Am I back now?
You're back. You're back.
All right. So it turns out that there was a text chain between Ohio State, Rutgers, and one other unnamed Big 10 team. Yeah, Big 10 team that were passing around all of Michigan's hand signs during the same period.
I have that school. Breaking news. Southern Connecticut State University.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
I thought it was
no,
US.
so, by the way, in those
still
three games,
suck.
they won by 27 points or more against the three opponents. So, yeah, that's the new update to the whole play stealing thing. So, point taken that you don't need the play calls to actually be able to win a game.
Yeah, no, you can just still smoke.
Just call more than 17 plays, Ryan Day. Oh, sorry. Did I misspeak? Oh, I'm sorry. Call more than 6 plays there, Penn State.
All right. So, Kels, that being said, you taking Wolverines?
Yeah, I said Michigan earlier, didn't I?
I don't know. Your connection went out. I think Michigan tried to cut your cord a little bit. All right,
I
McCarthy,
was going to
finish this off here.
Hey, man, it's like Novocaine. You only need 6 plays; they'll start to work eventually. I want to pick Penn State as a pseudo Penn State fan because I haven't really. I guess 2020 took me out of my college football fandom, but no, Michigan's too strong. Even regardless of the sign stealing scandal, just Michigan's too strong, too talented. I'll take Michigan.
All righty, we're moving to pro football.
You guys remember seeing the Friday Night Lights movie where they're big, they're fast, they hit hard. Did I mention they're big and they're fast? Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to feel for Penn State when they finish.
Yeah, I think Penn State is like so. I feel like the Big 12, the Big 10 has like the two teams that are obviously the top of the tier. Then it's like the good teams, but they're not amazing, like Penn State, Wisconsin, and insert random third team every couple of years. And then it's the Iowa, and then it's the rest of them. That's kind of how the Big Ten goes over here.
Anybody see that stat about Iowa's defense that they allowed compared to USC's offense over the past year and a half? Like USC's defense has allowed 360 plus points over the last year and a half. In the last 5 years or the 3-4 years, Iowa's defense has allowed just about the same amount of points.
Yeah, it's stupid. Iowa just can't score over 25.
They can't score.
If I get a quarterback, he's doing well for him, and then he tears everything in his knee. Yeah, unfortunate there. But by the way, is the Big Ten going to rename themselves the "We have too many teams to count them, so we're just here" conference?
Yeah, the Big 16.
They're going to be the large 8
in each division.
Like I said on I think the last time
Big 4 squared.
The last time I was on Craft Brew Sports, I said it's going to end up being the Big 10 and the SEC, and it's going to be North versus South, Civil War college football.
And it'll still be the same 14 or 16 SEC schools once Texas and Oklahoma join.
Yeah. I think that was the biggest mistake those two schools ever made. Texas maybe not, but Oklahoma should not have gone with Texas. I think they made a mistake there.
I'm 100% going to the first Auburn-Texas game. I don't care anymore. I will be there, and I'm going to give the most number of horns downs. I don't care if Matthew McConaughey's in front of me. I will give him horns down and then say, thank you, sir.
I'm just excited. I get to go to my first Miami Hurricanes game this year. I'm very excited for that, so it's going to be fun. Even though Tarvin Dick is a horrible quarterback.
Who's that? Wait, who's that? The guy that you called a savior earlier this season?
Yeah, and then he got hurt. And then he became kind of a chicken shit. So I'm kind of calling for Emory Jones or Ja'Carri Brown at this point. I'm going to Miami versus Boston College on Black Friday, which is going to be a fun time. Me, Kev, and voice of the Korner Booth podcast, intro music, Maserati. The three of us are driving up there to go watch the game. It is going to be fun. I'm going to be hammered by about 10 a.m. like the good old days. Shout out to me and Matt in the 2015 Jets-Eagles game.
Sorry, I'll be at the Jets Miami game, so I'll be getting lit as well at 10 a.m.
Oh, nice. We will be call. I might have to FaceTime you from the parking lot to parking lot. All right.
Oh, man, I hope I can answer it.
Not
Switching pro football. Speaking of getting hammered, Lions, Chargers. Give me the Lions by 40. The Chargers have been getting away with playing such garbage teams the last 2 weeks that no offense, Matt and McCarthy. Sorry. Listen, no Rodgers, no problem for any team who's playing them, except if your name is the Buffalo Bills.
Or the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, listen, we always have that what the fuck loss every year. That was it. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Lions, Chargers. Listen, the Lions, Motor City Dan Campbell's been chomping. He hasn't been able to bite a kneecap in almost 2 weeks. He's ready to take out somebody, and Brandon Staley's bitch ass ain't ready for whatever Detroit's cooking. Detroit is that third team in the NFC. Everyone's like, all right, you get Philadelphia, you get San Fran. Who's third? Listen, Dallas put up a compelling argument on Sunday night. There's also another contender. It's in the freaking NFC North. That's the Detroit Lions, a mean, nasty team. Jared Goff is playing another great season. Put some respect on my man's name. Give me the Lions walking away.
Are you sure they're not the second best team in the NFC?
What's up?
Are you sure they're not the second best team in the NFC?
Who, the Lions? Over what? Over San Fran?
Take your pick.
You know what? Honestly, I'll see how they play this weekend because San Fran I want to see how San Fran plays against our next game. Because, Kels, you kind of snuck on my point a little bit there. San Fran is number 2 until this week because they're playing a real contender this week. Coming off a bye, I want to see how they perform. I'm going to also
sorry.
I'm not a believer in the Brockett ship, so we got to see what's going on.
I'm going to stick with you and take the Lions in this one. If there's one team that can match the offense of the Chargers, it's going to be the Detroit Lions. I like the Lions defense a little better than the Chargers defense, but not being salty or anything after I got completely embarrassed at home live at the game. I got nothing but a T-shirt that they gave me 3 weeks before that game. They just recycled the same T-shirt as another giveaway. Anyways, not petty, not upset or anything like that. But I'm going to take the Lions with this one. I think their offense can match theirs, but I think they'll outdo them.
All righty.
Thank
Chris?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going to take Detroit. They're just a better team on both sides of the ball.
This is a pro MCDC podcast out here, so
yeah, I'm going to take Detroit. Just a no-brainer for me.
McCarthy,
give me the Lions.
Kels,
yeah, I'm going to continue banging the drum for the 4th season in a row on this Lions team, and continue to say that they're finally turning that corner. So yeah, here you go. This is, by the way, going to tell you if they really are solidified as the 3rd best team in the West or in the NFC, because the Chargers played the Cowboys earlier this season, 20-17 victory for the Cowboys. Lions just got to beat that.
I think the Chargers might get run off the field. Honestly, it's the physicality for me. But this is also the Kelsey's one of the things you and me always agree on is that I am riding shotgun with you. The Lions have been banging that drum for years. So
Dan Campbell, man. Also,
dude,
I think Jared Goff got the short end of the stick in LA.
Oh, totally. I think also Sean McVay's an overrated coach, but that's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be good when you try to coach your quarterback until the 10th second on the play, 10 seconds left on the play clock. That means you don't trust anybody. It's like being a manager and you don't let your employees do anything.
Exactly. All right. Next up, I love this game because I love what I saw last Sunday from both teams. The Texans had an amazing game against the Buccaneers, and the Bengals had a statement win against the Bills. That being said, because I'm feeling frisky tonight, give me the Houston Texans as my upset pick this week. I love CJ Stroud. I have been banging the drum for this guy since the end of the college football season. Me and Mason were ripping for him as QB1. I've been yelling for this shit. I love his game. Give me CJ Stroud and the Texans to get the win here. I think the Bengals, off of a big emotional win against the Bills, fall back a little bit this week. Texans have that kind of like they just catch you slipping kind of mode. The Texans, I think, may have a shot at being that last wildcard team in the AFC, which is hilarious to think about. Give me Houston Texans here.
I don't know if his finger was up, like he had to say something, or if he was.
No, he's
raising
marching.
his
Oh
hand.
no, I was just like noted.
Oh,
All right, Kelsey, you look like you got something to say.
Yeah, my face hurts from all those weird, outlandish commentary you just made.
I'm a big CJ Stroud fan. Are you kidding me?
When? Since like week 7?
No, since like the draft process. Even Matt remembers.
We talked about this. You had him ranked 3rd as the best quarterback in the draft, and we called you out for it. Yes, because DJ and I made sure we had this whole discussion about this entire concept.
Who do I have above him?
You had Will and what's his face?
That's hard false. That is hard false.
Bryce Young.
Yeah. Pull the go find the tape. Seriously.
All right, I'll go find the tape. It's just like
where's that red challenge flag?
I must have been fucking hammered if I ever took those
tapes.
tapes.
So same.
Hell no. Hell no. I would never take those two over CJ Stroud.
All right. Hey, whatever. I know what I heard. That's all I'm gonna say. Now Mason, he did have CJ's back the whole time. But yeah, no. Well, I just remember arguing with Mason, thinking that he was not the best quarterback overall. But anyways, I digress. I'm gonna take the Bengals.
He had a great game last week. It was Baker Mayfield. It wasn't Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has looked back to his normal self after that bye week, and he's able to nurse that calf a little more. I am taking the Bengals, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable about a Bengals win in this game.
All right, McCarthy.
Give me the Texans. Look, CJ Stroud. I mean, I get the Bengals defense is pretty good, but CJ Stroud, man, just something different about him. Something different about him. And I had that feeling since I don't know. I just had the feeling about him since the national championship semifinal. I'm like, this kid's special. This kid's really special. So it's at home. So give me the upset. I'm taking the Texans.
All righty, and Mr. Chris.
I'm gonna take the Bungles as well. I've been picking them for the past couple weeks. They haven't let me down yet. I think CJ Stroud might cool off just a little bit, and like Joe Burrow's like back. His calf is getting healthier each week. He's been able to step back on his throws a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals.
So I'm
even though I love CJ Stroud, I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I'm lone wolf, and I love it. All right. Last but not least.
What? No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I was like, hold on. McCarthy definitely picked the Texans.
I know, because here's the thing. Listen, whenever I'm with McCarthy, I know God's on my side, so we're good.
God in anime?
Oh God, I can't watch anime. I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried. I understand. I understand why people like anime, and I respect why people like anime. I just can't do it. But I understand and I respect why people like it. So I gave it a shot. I wasn't a fan. The only anime I really tried to watch was like the only one I actually kind of liked was like I liked Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, but like that really doesn't count because it's like Americanized and shit. So I understand.
It's definitely anime.
Okay, well if that counts, then I guess I do like some kind of anime. Either way,
Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z.
I was too young for Dragon Ball, but I watched every episode I watched. I enjoyed.
You see, wow.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one.
Ooh, Death Note.
I've actually seen part of Death Note. That's just badass.
Death Note, but yeah.
All right. 49ers, Jaguars, and also, by the way, fuck Netflix for trying to make that remake. That was fucking terrible. Except for Willem Dafoe as the demon. That actually was kind of cool. All right.
Unless you don't know what Death Note is and that is your first introduction to it, just what it is.
No, because I heard people rip on it. I actually went and watched the anime version, and I was like, oh, this is dark. But, all right, anyway, speaking of dark, all right, the 49ers playoff chances, Super Bowl chances. Brock Purdy's had 3 rough games in a row, kids. Like I said before, I'm not a rocket ship fan. I've been calling this for years. Everyone's like, "Oh, if Brock Purdy was healthy, the Niners would have beaten the Eagles." No. We've been closer, but no. My biggest problem with Brock Purdy is he's a average quarterback with amazing weapons. That's it. He's not bad. He's not good, but he's not bad. He's a solid 79 overall quarterback in Madden.
That is just what the Jets need.
Exactly.
Game manager.
He's a game manager. He's not a 69 overall like Zach Wilson.
Nice.
That's generous.
Matt, you missed a fucking joke. You
So are
grumpy
the
bastard.
older ladies in New York.
Exactly.
He's fan.
Anyway,
all
my
the
biggest
moms and
issue-
the Cougars. Watch
My
out.
biggest issue with Brock Purdy is I want to see him himself beat a team. Like I've watched Rodgers multiple times in his career beat a team. Fuck, I've even seen Dak physically beat a team by himself, just chucking the ball around the yard and smoking everybody. I've seen Jalen do it. I've seen even Trevor Lawrence, the guy who's playing this weekend, do it. I've seen Joe Burrow do it. Fuck, I just saw CJ Stroud do it last weekend. Quarterbacks need to be able to put the team on their back and beat a opposing team. I have never seen Brock Purdy do that. That is my point here. I'm not going to pick this game yet. I'm going last. I will start with the intern here. Even though, Chris, technically, you got about a month and a half left to be called an intern before you're just called co-host, Chris. So you're getting promoted, brother.
Fuck yeah.
Prize.
All right, so I am going to go back. I'm going to take the 49ers. They were cold for the past couple weeks, but they just got the bye. They're fresh off the bye. They're going to be hungry for a win. I'm going to take the 49ers. I think they bounce back. Debo's coming back. CMC's healthy. They basically got their full offense, so I'm going to take the Niners.
Nice. Maddie.
I'm also taking San Fran. I don't think they have a fourth bad game in a row. They're coming off a bye, plenty of time to relax, recoup, get a little more healthier. I'm going to take them over the Jaguars, even though I think it's going to be a very close game. But I think this will be the game that Brock Purdy wins that game for them.
Fuck yeah. McCarthy.
Give me the Jags.
I love it.
I'll say it because the Jets coming off the bye week too. 49ers got to travel cross country.
Ooh.
It's a day
What time's
game.
the game? What time's the game?
I think it's a 1:00 game.
Oh, the bread and butter of Brock Purdy.
Look, there's no jagging off this week. I'm taking it. Taking California.
I got to take Florida on this one.
All
Give me the
right.
Jags.
Florida man designated. All right, Kelsey.
Two aspects to this game. Did you know that the Jaguars are undefeated away this season? Fun fact for you. By the way, they do the best in time change games. London, for example. Also, I want to go back to this quarterback conversation here for a second. Did you know out of the last 10 Super Bowls, the amount of quarterbacks not considered a game manager to win a Super Bowl were only 4? Twice Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, and Peyton Manning. Before you say Tom Brady, I'll call you blasphemous because Tom Brady was the ultimate game manager. He knew what he could do. He stayed within the offense. Did just that his entire career. So, game managers win games. We don't have any hate for game managers.
Pop out of a screen somewhere and sock you, but
I have no hate to a game manager. Game manager is not an insulting thing in the NFL.
he's the goat of game managers. He's the goat of NFL quarterbacks. But yes,
I mean, hey, that's just it. The goat to be the goat of an NFL quarterback, the NFL quarterback franchise, like play or any quarterbacks ever played.
no,
You
I
have
understand.
to know your role. You have to know your abilities. You have to be the king of your own abilities, which is what. Tom
Yeah, no,
Brady is.
I get it.
But yeah, no, I'm going Jags here.
Fuck, I am really split on this one.
I mean, if you
All
want to
of
be,
my
if you wanna
hatred
get-
of the 49ers and the fact that they burn me every time I bet, fucking give me the freaking fur balls from Jacksonville. Duval.
Now they lost.
if you
Yeah,
want to get conspiracy theorists on
Yeah,
this,
I was waiting for this guy to come out.
Listen, if you subtract the 9 from the 4,
it shouldn't be an insult. It is not an insult for that exact freaking reason. You are the most efficient quarterback. You're the best player if out there. If you just take what they give you and you succeed that way.
Oh,
It's
by the way,
ultimate.
Kev, I know you're new. You're just getting into the show. McCarthy may have made the best Kevin's mom joke of all time. I will text you it later. It was amazing. I am so proud of McCarthy. Uh, but that being said, I will take the Jags because I need to be proven wrong that the 49ers aren't overrated this year. They beat the Dallas Cowboys. So did my Eagles. So did the Arizona Cardinals. Kelsey, to be freakily honest, I don't know what to make of your team this year. I really don't.
What to make of them? They're
I literally try to bet on them, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
You ever seen the movies where you have the big bad bully, the kid that's like the kid that's just like, I'm super mean to the main character, right? But instead he's just a hollow shell. As soon as somebody makes fun of him, he falls apart. That's what the Cowboys are. Cowboys are a big bad bully until somebody pokes them in the chest, and they're like, "Oh yeah."
My director of national sales today, I stopped watching the Cowboys because they're never going to win a Super Bowl with that dipshit playing quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say dipshit; he said Dak, but I insert dipshit because it's Dak.
It's not Dak's. Okay, here's the thing: Cowboys are not Dak's fault, and I'm stand by that until the Joneses are out of office running that team.
I will agree with. I will agree with.
Like I'll stand by until the Davises are out of Oak or Las Vegas. You're never going to see a Raiders franchise in the Super Bowl.
Don't forget the Johnsons.
You know what? You could say the same thing. Yeah.
There you go.
Although I don't know. I feel like that team might win in spite of them eventually.
Yeah,
because they do go out and try to make moves, and the Raiders and the Cowboys are just like, what are personnel moves? What are those?
Yeah, what are free agents? I mean, although I am a big believer, I am kind of a believer in the Antonio Pierce experiment, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, but then what's going to happen? He's going to lead them to the playoffs, and then they're going to be like, all right, we hired our new coach today. Why do McMiteface here? Next year, and Antonio Pierce is now the defensive coordinator.
Listen. I will say everything I've heard so far is that they actually think Antonio Pierce is going to get a fair shake next year. I'm willing to believe it at least once. I got fooled with Rich Bisaccia. I was very upset when they hired Josh McDipshit.
I was a big.
I am the biggest anti-Josh McDaniels person you ever met. I think he's the most overrated coach in NFL history. He is only good because Brady was good. He's not a good offensive coordinator. He's not. I refuse to acknowledge he's good at anything except for kissing Bill Belichick's feet and praying that the quarterback god Tom Brady exists. Anyway,
yeah, Tim Tebow.
Oh my God, shut up! All right, house upset this week because I'm feeling a certain type of way. That is the Miami Hurricanes upsetting the Florida State Seminoles. If this happens, me, Matt, and Chris all get an extra point. They are currently 14-point dogs. I understand fully that my boys are a hard lock to lose, but fuck it. This is what house upsets are for. By the way, the Korner Booth is 3-1 in house upsets in the last 2 years. So that being said, we've done pretty well for ourselves. It's just something
earlier this year with these. You made a special house upset.
I think we hit that one.
Did you?
Yeah. What was it? What was the one I was mentioning?
Jets and Bills, week 1.
No. It was fuck. It was like Colts or Texans over somebody or something like that.
I'll go back. Hold on.
There was one going back. It was one of the weeks I was on. You guys made a special.
It might have been Colts over Jags.
Was it OU beats Texas?
Yes. OU beats Texas was the last house upset we took.
Yeah.
That was +3. Yeah.
But we've had we've had 2 this year already. This is our third and probably our final. But
don't kid yourself. As soon as the Cowboys are favored in a game, you guys are going to take the other team against the Cowboys in a heartbeat. And I'm not going to blame you because I'm going to go right along with you.
All right, finally, last part of the show everyone loves, upsets and gimmies. I took my upset pick in the 6-pack. Chris and Matthew, you guys did not. So
I took State.
That's right. He took State. So Chris took his. So Matthew has to take his upset.
Dang, I was ready to give Chris.
I have a heavily upset team right here. A team that has been embarrassed the last handful of weeks. I don't think they get upset again for a second or third week in a row. He's had his time to go cuddle up with his dogs and watch his little Netflix shows, and he is not going to get embarrassed again. I know it's Oregon, but he is going to come out and he's going to slay the Ducks. Give me USC over Oregon.
Ooh,
Upset.
that is an
Wow.
upset. All right.
He's
Okay.
upset.
Somebody's feeling something right there.
I was going to take UNC over or Duke over UNC, but I was like, nah.
Hey,
Not
I
that
wouldn't
fun.
touch that game with 10 foot pole. Fuck that shit.
Alabama over Kentucky.
No, I ain't touching that game with 10 foot pole. I mean, maybe. I don't
Here
know.
you go. I got one for you, Chris. This should be your gimme. Tulane over Tulsa.
Stop, Chris. Chris, learn your lesson. Stop it.
I don't like Tulane.
They have 1,800 minus 1,800 odds to win.
Yeah, no, I understand, but that's all right. I'm gonna take
Don't take Clemson.
no, fuck you. Hell no. I wouldn't bet on Clemson if somebody put a gun in my mouth.
I mean, I'd bet for Clemson at that point in time.
All right, give me Kansas State over Baylor.
Should take the best undefeated team in the game there, Chris. James Madison over UConn.
Yeah.
That was my gimme.
Don't sleep on the
Not
Huskies,
anymore.
bro. No, they're gonna lose.
I mean, if they win, that's plus 1,200 odds if UConn can pull that off.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'm taking Ohio State over Michigan State. I'm not retarded.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not stupid. I'm not. There's no disrespect to anybody who. Yeah. Sorry. I apologize. I'm taking Ohio State over Michigan State. And we win here.
Accurate.
All right, Chris. I need to get me Eddie, brother.
I'm
Oregon State over Stanford.
gonna take Texas over TCU.
All
Texas
right.
is -12.5. Pretty comfortable with that. Give me the Longhorns.
All right. So that being said, McCarthy and
Packers.
Kelsey, if you guys got one for me, we'll let you go before Matt gives us upset and we'll roll out of here.
Well, I kind
Yes, that is
of alluded to my. Go ahead. Sorry.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said I just had this whole speech about USC over Oregon.
I know. I'm fucking with you. I was giving you a chance to reconsider because I feel like that's a really bad upset pick. But then again, I'm like, wait, he's up by 6 on me. So no.
It is a gimme upset.
All right,
Bookmark.
McCarthy.
Yeah, my gimme was James Madison over UConn.
Sorry.
My upset, let's say Duke over UNC.
Nice.
UNC's currently a 14.5-point favorite.
So is Oregon.
That's one. Okay. Yeah, I got a gimme of LSU at Florida. Or sorry, Florida at LSU, but I'm picking LSU to win. 14.5
Go
point
Tigers.
Yeah. Never gonna say those words again. And then that's a one-time thing. What does it take to be an upset? +3?
Plus 3, plus 3.5 on the road at home, or plus
6?
plus 6
Okay.
on the road.
Shoot. That does not count then. I had one for an upset. Now it's gone.
Take Liberty.
No,
Or that's not an upset. Which one is that?
That's a gimme.
Yeah, never mind. The team
All
playing Liberty.
Colorado.
Old Dominion.
Colorado. over Arizona.
Ooh, Colorado over Arizona.
Yep. I'm saying
I
that.
like it. I actually might take that one. I was actually one of the ones looking at for an
No,
upset.
you
parlay.
said you won't take my advice when it comes to.
Oh no! I already had that one. So the fact that you're agreeing with me makes me second guess myself. But at this point, I've had about 2 beers and a glass of whiskey, so my judgment has clearly been askewed.
Also, don't sleep on Indiana at Illinois. I think that one might be a sneaky one. 6.5 points for Indiana.
All right, fair enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for stopping by. Shout out to Mr. McCarthy here and Mr. Cohen. Kels, where can we find your guys' amazing content?
Well, don't know about amazing here, but you can find us at High Low Sports on all platforms, at high_low_sports on X/Twitter. And we go live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and the aforementioned X/Twitter. And then you can catch our audio episodes on any platform you listen to podcasts on. That'll be starting bright and early, 7 a.m. Thursday mornings. The new episode is available. And stay tuned for Tier Tuesdays as we continue running through the season. And we got a little special something coming up this next week on the episode.
I'm excited. All right, McCarthy, where can we find your amazing content?
Yeah, so you can find our content. We usually do a live show on Tuesdays after the week of the NFL is over. So you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I call it Twitter. I don't call it X. I think what else? Oh, yeah, we're doing Thanksgiving Day special at 10 a.m. on Thursday, the 23rd, which is Thanksgiving Day. We're going to do another Thanksgiving Day edition, live edition. That'll be fun. And I've been dropping my segments 10 good minutes every week or so, doing a different topic. So I have another one coming up this weekend, and I've got a live stream going on Saturday for the CFL playoffs, Grey Cup playoffs for the East and West final with my buddy Brian Snow. We're doing alternative play-by-play.
Yeah, the Snowman.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring you that on Saturday, starting around 2:45 Eastern. We'll go through both the East and West final of those games. Will determine who goes to the Grey Cup, which we'll do another alternative play-by-play the following Sunday. So,
all right,
stick around.
Sweet, man. All right, update news to Korner Booth. Our annual Thanksgiving Korner Booth and Korner Booth pregame special, where we combine both shows into one amazing hour and a half of stupidity, is on this November 21st this year. So look out for that. Me, Chris, and Matt will have a variety of guests. We will talk about last week's games. We will have our annual holiday 9-pack because, of course, we have to pick every single Thursday game because that's how we do it. And obviously, it is going to be a fun time with November. And as we get our bowl competition, we'll be kicking off this year as well. It'll be a fun time as we in the Korner Booth and all of our friends, that including McCarthy, DJ, Kelsey, Duckman, and the whole Korner Booth friends crew. We'll do our Korner Booth Pick'em competition where you will see who wins the competition. The winner gets a $25 Nike gift card. The losers all pay in $1 for it. It's a fun time. So check it out. We will do the live standings, obviously. And also starting next week, me and Chris will be releasing a graphic with the updated Korner Booth Pick'em standings as me and Chris get closer and closer to Matt's lead that he sufficed because me and Chris were drunk idiots for the first 8 weeks of the season.
Damn right. I was under the influence for the first 8 weeks. That's
Go Bert. Go Bert.
Does this even have to make any picks for the rest of the season?
No, so here's the thing. I had a 12-point lead on Matt and Mason last year at week 10, and I blew it. I went full Atlanta Falcons. So, that being said, the fact is this year also Chris has been keeping it very organized, so like I know exactly how many points I'm behind. Last year, I thought I was 20 points up, and I was really 10, and then I thought I was 10 points up, and I was really 2, and that affects your picking. I also last year went more for gambling odds, less for actual for wins in this competition.
So the pressure got to you.
Yes and no. Either way, I had to buy Matt a Sauce Gardner jersey, which he now owns. He's a happy owner of. And if I win this year, I get Jalen Carter and Kelly Green.
What do I get?
Speaking of sauce, that Nashville hot sauce.
Jesus Christ.
Not too late to go back to Tennessee.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Korner pregame. We appreciate you stopping by. Happy 5 years to this amazing podcast and to all the people who have stopped by. Guests, co-hosts, sponsors, we love you all so much. And to somebody who this is my dream of doing this for a living, I appreciate all of you so much. every single one of you, from somebody who's come on once to somebody who's come on 1,000 times, like you three fuckers have. I am very grateful to all of you. Actually getting a little teary-eyed here. This is actually something I really enjoy doing every Thursday and every Tuesday. So special shout out to Mike and Blaine at Belly Up for giving me this platform. And to Kevin, Savannah, Mark, Samir, JD, Grayson and Mason, and of course Matthew and Chris for being awesome co-hosts over the past 5 years. It has been a fun ride, 5 years of me being an asshole and you guys appreciating it. Me talking sports, rooting for my teams, and taking horrible gambling picks. Whether it's me and Mark's consistent gambling against betting for the Panthers so they lose every week so our Eagles would get in the playoffs, or Kevin's delusional hatred of certain teams, or me deciding that an upset pick is not an upset pick unless it's at least 4.5 down. It doesn't matter. Or Samir ranting for 45 minutes about ex-Wobo with Mike Burlon and Kevin. Either way, it doesn't matter. All the great moments of the show, from rambling about Leonard Skinner versus Almond Brothers to not being able to count how many beers we've had on our hands and toes, it doesn't matter. This show is one of my favorite shows on this platform. It's not even because I just love how everyone gets to be themselves on this show. We get real people being real, and there's no fake like announcer speak to it. And that's kind of what I wanted to start with this podcast when I started this 5 years ago. I wanted to talk sports, and I wanted to be like everyone talking like they're at a sports bar. So to every guest, from No Credentials Required to High Low Sports to Craft Brew Sports to Tailgate in the Quad to anybody else who has come on this show, I love you. I appreciate all of you. You guys have been amazing friends, guests, family. Thank you for this 5 years. I never thought I'd make this past 3, and to another 5. Cheers, Skull, Nostrovia, and we'll see you guys next week. That's all I've got.